Hi, my name's Raymond Patrick. I'm starting my channel here. It's going to be news, conspiracies, today's trending topics, world news. And I'm going to keep things, uh, you know, truth as truthful as possible. Um, things that are to the best of my knowledge, and when I make mistakes I will retract them, and I expect people to call me out on them. I'm always open to criticism, especially constructive criticism, and um, even people that want to talk trash, that's fine with me. But the thing is that there's major diversity going on in this country right now, and it's not just white, black, um, Muslims. It's this whole false left to right paradigm that the government has themselves put in place. Um, and it's a load of horse shit. Everybody has the right to their own political views, but you got people like the Young Turks who will not do anything, who will not report any important news. I mean, they will not report any news that does not fit their biased narrative. And if they do, they lie. They've been caught lying. I don't even know how many times. It's got to be over 100. And kind of like, and they chop up videos that are sent to them to narrative. And he himself, he hates everybody that has right wings, that has conservative views. And I think that liberal or right. I think 80%. Ronald Reagan himself said, you know, I'm going to chop his quote up a little bit, but it was, you know, um, something about rather than being your enemy or that you think your enemies with, you're going to find out that you're 80% friends with, so you have 80% in common with them. Or you're going to be 80% friendly with them because 80% of the things are going to agree on. But a person like Cenk, he automatically dismisses the right and and says that we don't facts and we don't, we lie and don't interpret the Constitution the correct way. And that's a lie. That's a flat out lie. Because most conservatives and as well as most liberals go by what the founding fathers said it to be, what it's meant for, and what it means. And it's just a fertile. And his infamous um, Second Amendment video, muskets. Muskets is the biggest crock of shit in the world. There were so many other guns beside muskets. There was the cannon. I forget the names of guns, but you had plenty of automatic weapons where you pull the trigger once and fires 30 times in 2 seconds. So the whole muskets only thing is crock shit. But he pushed that anyways, and then he turned the whole thing into, militias are not allowed to be armed. Or militias, what he said was militias are the police. No, militia, yes, it comes from the word military, obviously, but militia is part of the people. people that are not in military to get together to protect their communities. And yes, they are allowed to be armed, as long as they have proper permits and they're not doing anything unlawful. Under Barack Obama's administration, they were labeled domestic terrorists. And if you don't know this part of history, militias helped big time in the saving or in the becoming America being a sovereign nation, because Lord Cornwallis was demolishing us in a heads-up war where they would stand in the middle of the field and just fire at each other. A guy named the Swamp Fox, which Mel Gibson in The Patriot, his character was not, I wouldn't say loosely based on him, I would say very much strongly based on him. Obviously, there was twists and turns and how they Hollywooded it up. But it was a guy who, like they show in the movie The Patriot, that where they meet and they camp and it is in swamps. He knew all his areas around. He knew the area, and what he would do, what he did was brought that type of warfare into the American Revolution. And that's when the tides changed. And so that movie actually has a lot of facts in it, except for the fact where they're basically using only muskets, because that's not true at all. But it's Hollywood, and they have their own narrative to push. So, anyways, I am a conservative. Um, at, as far as my views go, I'm a Christian, but I'm not uptight, and I do believe in free will. I'm not out to smother anybody else's rights. I'm not out to go and vote against gays getting married, though I don't agree with it. I'm not going to support it, but I'm also not going to go out to them. In fact, I have gay friends, and I love them to death. I think they're great people. The ones that I know, they're great. And I'm a fan of Milo Yiannopoulos. I think he's got a great message, though he's a little over the top with his, making fun of other people and stuff like that. But that's his style, and that's his choice, and that's his right. Um, so yeah, though these are the views that I'll be pushing, are more conservative. But I like the fact I'm open-minded. My opinions are willing to sway by facts and evidence. So, um, that's the most important thing to me, is to go with what works. And these liberals that want to go out and say, love Trump's hate. Obviously they don't know what Trump is about, because Trump, there's no evidence to this date that Trump is a racist. Whatever, he says some off the wall things, but he's actually not wrong, and he keeps being proven to be right. When we hear in the news that illegals have raped another child, or it would have been if they weren't here, and the illegal being the word is unlawful. So, obviously we're all immigrants in one way or another. I mean, not immigrants particularly. Most of us were born here, but, I'm Italian American, and, my family came here from Italy. So that's, I'm not against people immigrating. I think that's what America is all about. We're the only country to have started this whole movement, and and I love it. And I want more people to come here without question. Just it needs to be done the right way. Am I better than anybody because I was born here? No. You know, it was a blessing. But Cenk will, I've heard him say more than 2 to 3 times, almost cite, and once was during Dinesh D'Souza's little debate he had there, which Cenk got demolished. But Cenk almost was a badge of honor the fact that he came here by choice, and almost as if he's better than other people because he did that. And I don't know. I'm running out of time here, but I will get into more of this in the video. Thanks.